CQ, calling CQ. Come in, please.
Right, hello all. Hopefully it appears to be recording. I've just done this video and this is my second attempt, as I only recorded 7 seconds, so I can only presume my thumb accidentally caught the button and turned the video off. So there's me been rambling on to a camera not recording like a wally. It's the first time I've ever done this. As you can see, there is a picture of me talking. I'm in my dressing gown, so I haven't got dressed today. It's Thursday. What is it, the 4th or the 5th of March 2018. It's been a glorious day, about 11 degrees, sunshine, and looking in front of you, you can see a MANOR KESTREL. Now I've wrote this down on paper because there's 4 guises of this radio. It's called a Serpent, it's called a Planet 2000, a Communicator, and as this one says, a MANOR KESTREL. They're all the same radio. I don't believe there's much difference between them. Sorry for me dodgy camera work there. Yeah, I don't think there's much difference between them. And the reason I'm wearing my hat, if anybody's wondering, I ain't got a massive bald patch on my head. I have got hair. I've got a panel light above me and it's very bright and it glares off my glasses. So I tend to wear this hat with a peak on when I'm in here, or when it's raining. Keeps the rain off your glasses. Anyway, back to the video. So there's 4 guises of this radio, and basically if I was to only have one radio for the rest of my life and it had to be a 40 channel FM rig, this would be it. I've tried a lot of radios. Sound like Silver Black there, I do apologise, wasn't taking the Michael, but yes, I've tried a lot of radios over the years, since 1980 and 81, and this is my all-time favourite radio. Now I felt sorry for it initially in the early days because people used to run them down and say, call them rubbish and everything. They've got a fantastic audio, a really good strong audio with a standard microphone. They've got a sensible, nice sounding Roger bleep that I will demonstrate to you. Radio on in the background to monitor. Right, so here's the bleep. Not one of those annoying sort of ones to some people, so straightforward bleep. Controls, it's got PACB, Roger bleep on off, channel 9, which was never really used, even I think they did have channel 9 monitors in early 80s where people did sit and listen to channels. Volume, squelch, RF gain and a tone, which is very handy if you've got somebody with very bassy audio. Or somebody who's tinny, you can turn the bass down, a bit like your modern days high cut filter. A bit similar to what it does on the Anytone when you put the high cut in. This one's not a perfect example. I've just noticed it's even got a screw missing in the side casing. There's a few scratches, there's no dents anywhere in that. And they always stand a good test of time, these things. You know, people with long fingernails that grab a control like this, and when they turn it they scrape the they tend to scrape the writing off over the years. These, not that I do that, but these ones I've never actually seen a bad one, a bad facied one, where things have worn out. So they were definitely made to last the test of time. They've got the receive and transmit light. And the most thing I'll add to note on these radios, its big downfall, is I've never had one what does 4 watts. Never. If you get one what does 3 watts, you're lucky. I've never owned one brand new, but I've never known one to do 4 watts. It's currently on a meter, look, it hasn't got a dummy load, it's got my aerial, but it's a 1-to-1 SWR, so it's a good reference point. And there's your power, look. Just under 3 watts. So yes, I've never had one yet to do the 4 watts ever. I've owned about 3 of these in my lifetime, so I tend to buy one and then, or come into a deal and then just hang on to it for years and years. you know, I don't tend to get rid of them. It's my all-time favourite 40 channel rig, and I've owned quite a few different makes, and people had the Harriers as their favourites, and some people had Unidens. This was mine. I used to feel sorry for the things years ago, because people used to give them you know, bad press really, saying they were rubbish radios, bleed over boxes and everything, but in actual fact they're not bleed over boxes. The channel rejection's quite good. The audio second to none. There's not any other 40 channel rig what's got an audio any better than a Planet 2000, or in this case a MANOR KESTREL. And also in my last video I made a mistake of saying they've got a unique wiring for the mic plug. I was wrong. That is actually Murphy own base. I was getting myself mixed up a little bit. This is side bayonet. A side bayonet microphone fits one of these. There is something unique about it. I'll have to have words with somebody in the know. Something to do with the internals where the audio chip is. They do it differently in one of these apparently to any other radio. The actual something, the way it's connected to the audio chip, but I'm not technically minded enough to explain it all to you, so take my word for it on that one. I'm definitely right on that. Sure some clever whiz kid will make a comment on here to say what the difference is. Maybe the earthing to the speaker or something, I'm not sure. Something to do with the audio chip, I'm pretty sure it is, which will explain why they're so good on audio. My background noise, as you can see, isn't that high on this radio, not because I've tampered with it, because I've never been inside the radio. It's about a £2 on this radio. Should I put the Yaesu on, that will show something totally different. Same channel, that's showing a 4. If I was to switch the any tone on with an aerial in it, which it hasn't got, that would show a 7, and that's never been tampered with either. And if I was to put the Uniden 300 on with an aerial in it, that would show a 4. So this is the problem when you've only got one radio and you're testing antennas. They all receive slightly different to each other. I was listening on the midweek net last night, channel, what was it? Oh, 27.255, whatever channel that is on the mid block. I could hear people a lot clearer on the Yaesu than I could on this Anytone. But about a month ago when I had the Allen, is it the 9001 Allen? I could hear one guy clearer on the Allen than what I could on the Yaesu, which didn't make any sense to me. But that's radios for you and antennas. Now the better weather's here, I'm actually going to stick my T2LT back up at some point and give it a tester. Try and make a comparison against the aerial I'm currently using. I'm going to try and stick two up at the same time. I've got my switcher box so I can do live, as it were, comparisons. I've got a feeling the T2LT will work best, because I've had good results with that. When you stick them up nice and high, they really do work well. That's about all I've got to report, I think. I don't think I've missed anything on the radio. I'm not sure, because this will be my second review of it, because as I say, the camera wasn't recording. It appears to be now. So it may be, for one of my videos, an actual very short video. I've got a rant video I wish to do soon regarding diesels, the government and your car if it happens to be a diesel, compared with buses that I see a lot of. These huge buses round the Neaton and Bedworth town where I live. Random times of the day with not many people on. I was sitting there in the car park waiting for the wife when she went to the shops the other day, and one bus come by, it had the driver and one person on. This is one of those massive 50-seater buses. And then 10 minutes later another bus came along, it had 3 people on including the driver. And I sat there for a good 20 minutes. Probably 5 buses passed each way, each direction in the road in front of me. And not one of them had any more than 4 people on. Couldn't quite work out how my 1295 turbo diesel, which does nearly 70 to the gallon and 50 around town, is such a threat should I say, to the ozone layer, to society and everything else, when they've got buses with bloody great 4-litre engines in them flying around, taking half the road up with not many people on, right till 10 o'clock and 10:30 at night. I think there'll be a bit of a difference in in economy from one of them things carrying nobody apart from a driver and somebody. You go around at 7 o'clock at night and see them going up and down the road. Nobody's on them except the driver, and that I intend to prove. So all this theory that our diesel cars, you know, we need to put the tax up because they're giving out these emissions, and my car definitely doesn't give nothing out like a bus, and when it's travelling it has got 1 or 2 or 3 people in it, unlike a 30-foot bus carrying, well, capable of carrying 45 people with 2 people, and one of them's a driver. So I will give some video evidence of this. It won't make any difference to anything in the world or life, will it? Because it's down to, I would suspect, somebody at the government there is in the accounts department has sat there with a calculator and decided that these modern diesel engines are actually too good on diesel. They're getting too many miles to the gallon. They must be losing billions of pounds a year in taxes. Because 30 years ago, the average car that I owned then would only probably do 33 if you were lucky to the gallon. The one I got now does 70 on a run, 50 something round town. The cars I had, the old Ford 2 litres years ago, they only did 30 something on a run round town. They probably did about 26. So yeah, I would come to today's thoughts of having massive buses with nobody on when they could be using little transit diesels, what are capable of carrying, I don't know, 18 people, you know, or small diesel engine buses. Where you've only got 2 people on board at any one time after the rush hour. Why they keep taking these giant great big things round, blocking roads up and causing congestion, with whacking great engines, not using, you know, I won't rant on about this is for another video, but by the way, there's a high-low power switch at the back of that radio, which I can't very easily show you. 1/4 of a watt to 4 watts, but as I say, the things never did 4 watts in the first place, or none that I've owned. Hopefully I haven't missed anything out. I like the unique feature of the radio, that being that the signal meter's in the middle of the display. Most radios have them over the left hand side here, or over the right side there. So for me, they'll always be my favourite 40 channel radio, always, and I always intend to own one till that sad day comes where I'm thrown in the box. But anyhow, what we on? 12 minutes according to my camera here, so it's just a short video for me. So thanks for watching all. Sorry about my little rant and rave. You have to try and put the world to rights, don't you? Especially when you get an old miserable git like me. By the way, the reason I've got another an angle of me in my dressing gown is I found this, but I was I was looking for a connector plug in one of my drawers, and I got loads of stuff around this man cave. I happened to come across this camera, so I just wanted to test if it was working and how good it is. It's a Drift HD that I bought for my motorcycle helmet when I was on my motorcycle. I only did about 2 or 3 videos, and the editing was too difficult to get the clock out all the time, so I never pursued it. But I thought I'll give it a try, see how good or bad it looks in the corner. Me and my dressing gown, because I haven't got dressed today because I've got nothing to go out for except when I walk the dog this evening. So anyhow, you all take care. Thanks for watching the video. Any comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, what have you. Until next time, take care. Bye for now.